Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, and let's just keep on trucking. We do have these birds over here that don't want us to exterminate them, pretty please, but they're hostile to us because we're murder machines. And we have gained administrative control Rook because we control the starbase in the Tua system. I think they're missing an of there. That's okay though. And
Construction complete.
Destroyed them, apparently, and we are now purging their populace. Okay, so, we kind of get a free colony out of this. It's going to take almost 20 years to purge them, 17 years. But we get a free colony out of this. We can go ahead and just build our own guy there, and then build ourselves a deployment post. And we get a free colony. GG. That sounds good.
Complete.
So we don't actually have to go kill the birds. They killed themselves. That's cool. Very handy at the birds. So we'll go ahead and do that. Apparently we're going ahead to do a lot of things. We do need to kill these pirates. And so we shall. They can use a containment CB against us, but they don't exist anymore. That's intriguing. This construction ship, we want to move into Lastus and take that next, but that's not kind of an option, so we just need to wait. Eventually we'll take this over.
Complete.
There we go. We are currently at 393 energy credits, so that is really solid. We'll be able to spend our energy credits on taking out these various tile blockers. In fact, we can go ahead and get a couple of these queued up. There we go. The Galactic Nomads aboard the Pursuing Waters fleet have sent us a parting message. They're leaving our galaxy. I wonder why. Did we scare them off? From the Outer Rim and setting sail towards their next destination. Where will they end up? Will they ever find what they're searching for? One wonders. I mean, they won't. But we got some free money, so it's all good. And we also got a free colony out of them. We got the free money from the pirates. We're going to go ahead and have these guys head back and repair. There we go. And then get this construction ship to come on in here and build an outpost. Okay, so we got auxiliary fire control. We need to rework our fleet a little bit.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, that's fine. I want to go for the plasma accelerator, I think. I think that'll be the best option. And then we can take this guy up into here. And we should be just about to the place where we are heading into the Eurasian system. Well, we're still a ways away, apparently. We'll go ahead and research this. And we did get ourselves a tradition. And we get to choose what tree to go into next. We could hit Supremacy, which of course would be better for war. Shipyard build speed, ship upgrade cost, unrest reduction, army damage increase, fleet command limit, and fire rate, and unity output. That's an intriguing thing to get. We could go for versatility, which would of course increase resource production. We could go for prosperity, reducing a lot of upkeep. Ultimately, we're going to want all of these things. Purity, we're not too interested in. I think synchronicity would be nice. Monthly influence by 1 for that finisher. That'd be nice, but I think let's just go for the prosperity. We've been working primarily on our economy thus far, and I think we just keep doing that. So you can go ahead and build yourself a research station.
Construction complete.
Yep, that's all fine. Terraforming candidate. Our detailed study of Veldun 2 has revealed that it may once have supported life in the distant past. There are significant deposits of frozen water at the polar ice caps and beneath the planet's surface. The existence of valley networks suggests that the water may have once flowed freely. Terraforming this planet would theoretically be possible, but we do not yet possess the technology to accomplish this monumental task within a realistic time frame. Excellent. There we go. This is going nicely over here. Yeah, that should be just fine. We do want to probably queue up a few more exterminators here, like so. There we go. And we probably do want to queue up a few more exterminators here as well. Here, 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 here. Microsingularity. A microsingularity recently intersected Dandar 3, passing straight through the core and emerging on the other side of the planet. The encounter does not seem to have caused any permanent damage, but it has altered the energy output of the planetary core slightly in a way that defies our current scientific models. Further study may be warranted.
System
Well, we should probably study it. And we should also probably eliminate these birds. We don't like birds. Birds are the worst. Just yell all the time. Very annoying.
Construction complete.
We'll also get rid of this quicksand. Quicksand is the same as birds. It just constantly yells.
Complete.
I don't get it. Makes no sense. How does it even yell? It doesn't have a mouth. I don't understand.
Action.
So, what did we find here?
Complete.
Oh, nothing apparently. And we have an unemployed pop, which is this guy. This is a mineral world, so let's actually give him the uplink node, just so that we're generating more unity and getting this up faster. More ascension perks. And then you can go ahead and build yourself research and mining stations. And then over this way we have a couple of ancient mining drones.
System reconnaissance completed.
That's dealable. Not too bad. And you should go research this. Definitely. Okay, that's
Anomaly
going reasonably well. We found an anomaly here. We'll go ahead and research it. And then, is this... That's debris. So we'll go ahead and research that project and survey the system next. And then this science ship that is somewhere here is the one that's going to the Erassian home system. Excellent. And what did we just finish for engineering? We finished Star Fortresses. Okay, that's good. Now, we could get binary motivators, a machine modification point. We already got robo-modding, though, and realistically, the only two that we really need are our drones and our scientist units. So I think we're okay. I think we go for the plasma thruster just to maneuver around faster. There we go. That will be grand and glorious and splendiferous. But there was an asteroid collision that gave +3 to minerals in that system.
Recon pass completed.
Nobody really cared though. As evidenced by the fact that I just clicked right on through.
Construction complete.
Yep, construction is finishing up all the time, everywhere. We are... I'm kind of playing this more like my assembler robot species than exterminators. We haven't been doing much extermination, although we currently are exterminating here. Look at that. Look at all these birds. We're murdering birds. We are bird murderers. They're currently grid amalgamated. And so we strapped them into the energy grid, and they're now generating us 24 per month energy credits. Fantastic. That's what birds are good for, ultimately. Just strap them right on into the energy grid. That's the idea. There's a lot of tile blockers here, but we should definitely go ahead and build a power plant here, and a power plant here. And then we're going to build an exterminator hub here, or rather an exterminator unit there, as well as an uplink node. So that's all the construction we'll need to do there for now. This world is finished. This world is also finished. This world is also basically finished. Just needs to finish growing a few pops. So that's good. We also have these two volcanoes here and this kelp that we don't actually have the tech to deal with here. This is a battery world. Do we give up 3 minerals? Or do we respect?
Debris secured.
I think we give it up.
Construction complete.
It's a terrible idea, so let's do it. We can also upgrade those, and so we shall. Which is great.
Field engineers have cleared a blocker.
We cleared that blocker. We don't quite have enough to clear this one yet. Okay. That sounds good. You should definitely be doing automatic exploration, and you should definitely be building mining stations. Why aren't you building mining stations? You are building mining stations. Okay. That's fine then. We should queue you for an upgrade, and you should definitely get 2 more shipyards. And then service umbilicals here, if we can get another one. Nope, we cannot. So instead, we will go ahead and get a hyperlane registrar. That wouldn't be terrible. Yeah, we'll get that. And then on you, we'll get ourselves 2 more resource reprocessors here. Like so. And then an external acquisitions area. There we go. Looks like buildings are unique, so that will be fine. That'll get us a huge amount of energy credits, and we intercepted some communications. By intercepting a message sent to the Ugarlak Star Dynasty, we have learned that they're in regular contact with another spacefaring empire that we ourselves have no contact with. By design. By design. By tracing this message to its source, we have been able to establish our own line of communications with this previously unknown actor on the galactic stage. Interesting. So we found these guys. Evangelizing zealots, xenophobe militarist spiritualists.
Heed this message, aliens. I represent the Hisma Eradicators, led by the illustrious
This isn't working. I'm gonna drop the tongue roll, I think.
Led by the illustrious Arch-Prophet Dagatum 1.
Yeah, that makes it sound really dumb. I like it.
We rule our region of space under a divine mandate, and so long as you do not mock our faith in what passes for your culture, there may be peace between us.
Target identified. Seek and destroy. Okay, so, they can use the containment CB against us. They're way down here, though.
Construction complete.
So we're not too worried about them. We do have our construction ship here that's not doing anything. We're going to go ahead and do something about that. And now it's doing something. We can clear this, and so we shall. We absolutely shall. We can also build ourselves some exterminator hubs, and so we shall. And so we shall. We can upgrade this power plant, which would be great. And that is pretty much that. We can actually take our fleets up to a size of 60, which is interesting. So let's say up to 20 and then up to 10. Except let's take it up to 24. And then this would be up to 12. Except that now, of course, we can't increase our number of cruisers. So, I'm just trying to evenly space these out. So 18, 9, and then like 4.5. 20, 10, and 5.
Battle debris secured.
There we go. That was what I was doing anyway. I don't know why I was... Math is hard. Anyway, we'll go ahead and do that. Perfect. We're receiving a transmission from the Independent Space Station of the Curator Order. They appear to have successfully translated our language. More birds!
Greetings, star travelers. We are the Curators. Our ancient order was established eons ago by the various galactic powers in ascendancy at the time. We were dedicated towards the preservation of all knowledge in an effort to safeguard the galaxy from descending into yet another dark age of mass extinctions and barbarism. We failed. Few of us remain today, but we are no less committed to our sacred mission than our predecessors were. We are willing to share some of our knowledge with you for a price.
Organics identified. Communication terminated. Man, at this point we might as well just replace organics with birds identified. There's so many birds. I mean, they're not all birds, but they're mostly birds. So, we should probably...
Complete.
Something to do. That was vaguely surprising. There we go. It's done. Stellaris can get a little slow sometimes, but it's all good. We'll go ahead and clear this tile blocker. On the shoulders of giants, we got this quite recently. We will go ahead and say amazing, plus 5 minerals to it. That's actually pretty good. And you should definitely be repairing, which I believe you already are. Although we should go ahead and bump this up to the same 20, 10, 5. There we go. Now, of course, we do not have the fleet cap to support that yet, so we'll not be building up to it, but we'll just go take over Eileen here. I know it's Elthine, but we should rename it to Eileen, clearly. There's no other option at this point. I mean, it has to be done. Hey, look, another mummified pilot. I don't think anybody cares about mummified pilots anymore. Hey, ooh, an achievement. What came before? Nice. I was not expecting that. Okay, so we found a RAS here. Holy 12, 15, 10, 10, 10. That is incredible. Erasia is 10, 10, 10. 10 on Eras 7. Oh, wow. Look at that. And we haven't even fully surveyed it yet. Amazing. The Erasian homeworld. Erasia, the former homeworld of the Erasian Concordat. Someone has relatively recently, within the last 2,000 years, gone through the trouble of systematically bombarding every square meter of the moon's surface from orbit. Possibly a misguided attempt to keep the Javorian pox from resurfacing. Despite this, the surface is still covered in the fossilized remains of the billions of Erasians who succumbed to the plague in the final years of their empire. By the time it had spread to their homeworld, most of the worlds in the Erasian Concordat had already fallen, and their alien vessels were in open revolt. Vassals, not vessels. It'd be weird if they had vessels that were aliens that were revolting against them. That would be really weird. Judging by ancient satellite logs recovered from orbit, the mood among the population on the Erasian homeworld was largely resigned by this point. The widespread panic that accompanied the first outbreaks of the pox on the colonies was largely absent, as most had come to accept the fact that the end was drawing near. We gain a lot of unity, a lot of physics, and a crap ton of minerals. Excellent. So we can get ourselves a tradition. We can choose between shipyard build speed and building build speed increased, or pop upkeep reduction. Now, pop upkeep is currently costing us 65.6, so this is roughly equivalent to a monthly increase of 6 energy credits. And it also leads to our energy grid and energy nexus producing unity, so let's go ahead and take that. That sounds great. And we haven't even finished surveying this system yet. This might not even be all of it. There are still a couple over here. I'm willing to bet this is close to all of it. This is an amazing system, though. We can't colonize anything here, it would appear. Yeah. That's just never gonna happen. Well, not with our tech, anyway. So, we can go ahead and clear out this glacier, to pronounce it as the British do. But we did get ourselves a system conflux, and let's go ahead and get this tile blocker clear as our next.
Recon pass completed.
Okay, we found an anomaly. We'll research that anomaly.
Completed.
We also completed this. Let's go ahead and head directly for the Erasian homeworld. So we'll head here first, and then just up like that. There we go. We also have some upgrades that we can do. We can upgrade these into system confluxes, which would be amazing.
Construction
and so
complete.
we shall. Hang on, we'll get to you. Wait your turn. There you go. Science Officer Unit S8 reports that the luminous waves coursing through the ice that blankets Eras 8A, 7A, is of alien origin. Apparently I thought that the A was another I. Some ancient battle has deposited scattered wreckage of an alien fighter on the frozen planet, and only the exposed core of its main weapons remains intact. It seems this alien race used lasers fairly similar to the ones currently in use by exterminator fleets, and the fizzling innards periodically discharge low-powered lasers into the ice of Eras 7A. The planet's harsh climate prevent the lasers from actually melting the ice, allowing the chilly matrix to act as a brilliant prism. Interesting. 100 experience. Okay. I mean, that's not great. But, I mean, the system is still amazing. 12, 15, 10, 10, 10 is really solid. We have an unemployed pop. This guy. He needs to not be unemployed. This is a mineral production world. So we'll go ahead and give him a mine. We'll also upgrade to an administrative array there. We also have an inactive ship here. We'll go ahead and build ourselves our
Construction
research
complete.
stations and our mining stations, and we will rename this system, as promised, to Eileen. There we go. Perfect. I don't know anyone named Eileen. Is that a name? Who knows? But what I do know is that we need to upgrade some of these things.
System reconnaissance completed.
And that felt like it needed to be like a paid sponsorship segue. But what I do know is that you can save 10% on your order by going to this site and putting in the promo code Atraitus. I don't have sponsors. I barely have viewers. So that's happy.
Project complete.
We're going to go ahead and clear this
Construction
tile blocker. Perfect. And then we should probably queue up a pop for here. Like that. How are we doing on our other worlds? We're doing okay on that one. This one, we do need a pop here. This is a mineral world, so he will go there. Perfect. You actually need a lot. This is a battery world, so these will be all exterminator units. There we go. Drone units, if you will. Perfect. That's a lot of tile blockers. That's a lot of tile blockers, too. That's not a lot of tile blockers, but it does have a lot of birds. 3 too many birds.
Construction complete.
Too many birds.
Taking evasive action.
Hello, what are you? An abyssal host? And a chasmal
Recon
horde.
pass completed.
Well, that's a little spooky. Where exactly are they? They're right close together.
Complete.
So we'd have to be able to take out 8k worth. I mean, we're kinda close. But we're not really that close. So we'll go ahead and build all of those, and then your next plan
Recon
will be
pass
to build a
completed.
starbase there. There you go. Have fun with that. Okay, so we do have this science ship, currently not doing anything. We'll deal with that.
Construction complete.
Off he goes. And this construction ship isn't doing anything. That's no good. Now we need him constructing. So he is constructing. Also, this science ship isn't doing anything. So what happens when we start getting too long for the outliner here? It's a bit obnoxious and unfortunate.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Okay. Construction complete. That's a fairly standard notification. I'm not sure why I acted all contemplative there. There's not really anything
Science
to
Division
contemplate,
reports
but we
a new
did
breakthrough.
get ocean ecology management finished up, which is great. And we're going to take doctrine support vessels next to get our naval cap up almost high enough to build up to full. We'll be about 20 shy, but, well,
Science Division
about 15 shy.
reports a new breakthrough.
Plasma accelerators, though, which reminds me, we should get A, UV lasers, and B, we have to do a little bit of ship redesigning. So, let's go ahead and go in here. We currently are using small disruptors, small plasma throwers, and small coil guns. Oh, okay. We're not actually using lasers. So, let's go ahead and change our tech over here. Instead of that, to be ion disruptors. Let's take that instead. And then let's go back in here, and let's just... Yeah, that's all good. That is all good. We do need this. The Devastator class corvette is probably best going to be used as a swarm ship. It's not a great picket ship. So let's use it as a swarm. We could put it in auxiliary fire control instead of the afterburners. However, this is a corvette, so I do think the afterburners are correct. And then just armor. That's probably the best. Now on our destroyer, we do... Hang on. Did I just... I seriously did. I did not upgrade that. There we go. That is now upgraded. Ugh. Episode 12 out of 13 that I'm doing today. Ugh, it's getting kind of intense. There we go. Got that on there. This should all be good. We do want to have this be... I mean... range 50. Plasma is range 40. These others are range 50, so picket would be okay. Or rather, line would be okay. But I think we have these be picket ships. So we go ahead and do that. We are currently at -2 power, so let's have this be an auxiliary fire control. We're going to have to drop a shield unit. For now, at least. We'll probably come back to that, revisit that decision later. And then we'll go ahead and put our plasma on here. Now, the range on this is still pretty low. We have range of 40s. So, we probably don't want it to be an artillery ship. Line ships would be okay, except that we have the plasma accelerators on here. And I kind of do want them to be line ships, so maybe we do put lasers on instead of plasma. Plasma is better against armor, but worse against shields. And plasma is also better against hull. Or we could have this close into picket range as well. And that's not the worst option. We'll need to think about this design though. And then this, we just go ahead and pretty much leave as is. I mean, we could bump that up, but there's no real reason to. We could give it a platform ship computer, and instead of reactor booster there, we could put in an auxiliary fire control there and there, and then bump this up to a level 2 power generator. Like so. Okay, so there's our ships redesigned. Let's go ahead and queue them up to refit. There we go. Perfect. They'll be refit relatively quickly. They just have to get back to the station. But I think I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. We are getting on towards that time, so I will see you all next time.